So, any questions, queries that you have?
Oh, sir, I wanted to ask one thing. I had joined the previous session because I was like about to join the May batch, but sorry, April batch, but instead it was postponed to 8 June. So, like, is this session for me also, or
This is for the June 8 batch majorly, and no, since the result came out yesterday, day before, and so you must have some queries regarding that also. So all these things related to UPSC anthropology, we can do.
Okay.
You guys, since you're offline, any queries you have? None? How come you narrow down to anthropology optional? Or you are still trying to decide? Okay, so let's start. Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to this seminar. My name is Antim Naresh, and I'm Associate Director at Vaids ICS. From the teaching perspective, I take the position for theories, majorly, and some other little tidbits. Okay. And other than that, I help you with everything. Majorly, it's like once you join Vaids ICS, we are a family. So any issue you face while you stay in Delhi or during your preparation otherwise, I am one single point of contact who can help you out with everything. So I'll first brief you with some details of the upcoming batch, and then I'll start taking questions. So the batch is going to start on June 8th, and the timing for that will be morning 9 a.m. to 11:30. The class duration will be 2 hours 30 minutes, and the classes for that batch will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That is 3 days a week, alternately. And this is no, usually the schedule, but depending on the requirement of students, we can change that. Okay. And so admissions for that will be on 31st of May, and registrations will be on our website, www.vaidsics.com. I hope everyone is aware of it. So in that, at sharp 8 a.m., the registration form will be available. And once you register, you will be having two options, either to join online or to join offline. Okay. So I'll tell you the process for both. When you're joining offline, you will register yourself, and there is a 2,000 rupees non-refundable registration fee that is to be paid at the time of registration. And that 2,000 will be adjusted in your fee, the total fee amount. So that is there. And once you are able to register, you will get a date and time slot at which you have to visit the institute and complete the admission formalities, pay the fee. You need to bring 2 passport photographs and a photocopy of your Aadhaar or any government ID with your address, driving license maybe. Okay. So that is for the offline people. Those who are joining online, once you register, you will have next 3 days, that is 72 hours, for paying the remaining fee. Okay. And this is how you proceed. I hope the registration process is clear to everyone. Online folks. Okay. So once your admission is complete, we'll be making a WhatsApp group on 4th of June, and you will be added to that group, and the remaining details of the admissions will follow there. Okay. And for online students, a couple of things are there. The classes will be conducted on our app, Vaids ICS. You can check your device compatibility. It's available for mobile and tablet devices, Android and iOS. and available in the App Store and Play Store. The app is called Vaids ICS, BIS Lifeline. Okay. So you can just check your device compatibility. The classes will be held in that app. The app will also have your study material, and you will also be sent a hard copy by courier. And pretty much that about the answer writing that a lot of people are fan of. So the answer writing we do in groups. Okay. So I'll be making the group of 10 people each, and they will discuss the answer among themselves, come up with the best version that will be evaluated once by our counselor, so that you have no a strong, at least a presentable answer for that. Then not a too novice answer. And once the counselor gives an okay, you can show the get the answer evaluated from the expert for his expert. So this is the way. And once you join, I'll tell you all in detail about how this goes. Oh, many of you usually ask that why in group? I don't do well in groups, right? So for that, I like to quote a group to you. There was a group in 2018 exam from JITO, JAT, some JAN organization that helps students. So the group was Akshat Jain, rank 2, and then Shreyansh Kumar, rank 4, then Anshul Jain, rank 282, and there was other guy that couldn't make it that year, and next year he went into IRS. So this is the advantage of having a group. If you have a good tuning during the anthropology coaching, you can carry forward the same group to your GS preparation. That helps a lot because it's a long journey. You need support during. And no, the let's say you are not feeling like study, kabhi padhne ka man nahi kar raha, you call your group member. Either way, you will get motivated. Okay. So even the gossip becomes UPSC oriented. So that helps you manage your time better. Okay. So this was the formal thing that I had to tell you. And pretty much this information is there on website as well. So I would like to hear from you guys that what queries you have, how you want like to proceed. And before that, just one small thing. We have a rule for our online session, particularly. So those of you who have your cameras off, kindly switch them on. I would like to see your lovely faces. And whoever wishes to speak in the Zoom session, they can use raise hand feature, and from there, like we can take the discussion forward. So first, I'll ask the people here offline any queries that you have. None? Are you guys familiar with the syllabus for anthropology?
So
Yeah.
we missed some
Yes, yes.
classes, then will the recordings be available in the app for
No,
those
recording
classes?
will not be available. Sorry. But in case you end up missing any class, we have replays on Sunday. So you have 3 classes in the week. The replay will be on Sunday, just like you have the replay of a match. And after one replay, usually students don't ask for no again watching it again. But in certain cases, say for fossil evidence or for no genetics portion, people do have doubts. So we can have any amount of replays. Like there was a batch that had 4 replays for this genetic portion, the Mendelism and dihabits of all those. So we can do that. संतोष पिछले पेज पे जाओ. पिछले पेज पे जाओ. 2 लोगों ने हैंड रेज किए हैं.
Hello, sir.
Ravi, please go on.
Yes, sir.
You need to unmute yourself, sir.
Sir, the batches will be from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. But are there any batches for 2 to 4 p.m.? Sir?
There is an ongoing batch that is 2 to 4 p.m. that started in April 15th. And after that, around 15th August, another batch will be starting for 2 p.m. Do you have any other arrangements? Is it?
No, sir, I don't have any arrangements. Sir.
Then it's good to have the morning batch. The reason is, no, after the class is over, you have the entire day to yourself. And you have the reading room facility with us, free for our students. You can just sit here and better complete the what's taught in the class and proceed with the rest. Mayank?
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
So, what will be the portions that will be covered by you and Vaids, sir?
I will be taking theories and a small tidbits about different thinkers, anthropologists, and remaining portion will be taken up by Vaids.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Shaili, please go on.
Sir, I hope I'm audible. Can you
Yes.
hear me? So firstly, do you suggest any readings before joining the class? Because I'm a totally new person to the subject.
There is a book called Amber and Amber. The title is Introduction to Anthropology. Okay. If you read that book, that will help you get familiarized with the subject.
Okay.
So,
The same book that is mentioned on your website, sir?
Yeah. Amber and Amber 15th edition is available. Cover is black, I believe. So you can refer that. Okay.
And so one more thing, like you said, apart from the notes that you're going to be couriering us to, if we are going to go online, are there other books that you'll be sending, and how will the test work? So you'll be sending the question papers to us, and how will we evaluate our answers on to the online mode?
Okay. So there are 2-3 things there. Let me take it in parts. First is in study material, you have printed notes. Other than that, you have photocopy of 4 books that are out of print. Okay. One is Genus Homo by Vaids, and another is there is a book about caste by M.N. Srinivas. Then you have another book by Vaids, Who Cares for Tribal Development, and yet another book about anthropology from Singh and Sahai, Professor Singh and Professor Sahai. Okay. So these books will be helpful for you. Other than that, you will have a bunch of case studies and all. Plus, you will get the updated material on WhatsApp. Whenever there is any new development, you get it. But Vaids shares current affairs daily from 10 newspapers, and that's the most extensive coverage from mains point of view. So that will be helpful, and particularly the news related to Anthro. Sir highlights them, the markers and the shares, so that you can use in your answer. Okay. Second, about tests. So I think this will be a longer reply. Those of you who join our classroom course, we are there with you till you qualify. Okay. So that means all the support test series answer writing will continue even after your course is over. Like this 4-month period is over. Okay. So the tests, you usually have test series after mains. So those appearing in 24 will have a test series after mains of 23. Okay. So that will have sectional tests and full length tests. And there are around 10 tests in that test. Okay. We are planning to increase that, and yet the discussion is going on. So the number finalized will be updated on the website. After that, we leave you to prepare for prelims. Once you give prelims and you are hoping to qualify, we create a separate WhatsApp group for better communication. And first, we have 2 comprehensive tests, one for paper 1, one for paper 2. That takes around 4 weeks. And by then, usually the prelims result is out. So those who qualify for mains, for them, we have separate time-bound answer writing session. And those sessions, we try to teach you how to deal with this exam question. The questions in exam scenario, like you have to write in limited amount of time, but to skip what you should add, all those things. Okay? And how to tackle the question that you didn't prepare for, all those things we do. Okay. Regarding evaluation, so evaluation, you can send the answers to our counselor or me. I'll channel that out, and they will be evaluated. And after that, the expert feedback of sir is there. And for online people, what we usually do is we have a video conference, usually on Zoom or our app, either way, and we discuss the answers there. Okay. I hope I answered all your questions or missed anything.
Yes,
There were
as
three,
of now.
four.
If there's anything, I'll ask you.
There was a girl who was not able to raise her hand, Meghna, if I'm not wrong. Are you here?
Yeah.
Ha, Meghna.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Yes, sir. I want to ask when will the next offline batch will start?
Offline batch next is on June 8th only, no? This batch same as online and offline. Like the session we are having here, it's offline as well as online. Okay, the same session
Okay,
is
so
casted
there
live.
won't be any off. There won't be any off batch on August or July.
After this batch, there will be a batch in August. The upcoming batch is starting June 8th.
Offline batch.
Right. Offline, all the batches are offline only. Offline as well as online. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Tamanna?
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, I want to ask if in any case, if a single student wants the repeat of the video, is it allowed? And about the...
I told you that we have replay on Sunday of the classes.
No, sir, I just wanted to ask you, Sunday ki class
I think you should switch your camera off. Your voice is breaking. Maybe the bandwidth is lower at your end.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
I am asking कि Sunday की class लगा ली and in case फिर भी doubt है, is it allowed for a single student to replay the whole video?
For that, we have a couple of options. First is, yeah, you will have the direct number of answers and you can ask him your doubts. If you feel hesitant asking him, you can call me. You have counselors, they'll help you out. Okay. Second is another replay we can have, not an issue. No, even if the group of 7 to 10 people is there, we can have the replay. If that is not even feasible, we have tabs available at the institute. And the classes are available in that. You can come and watch.
Thank you. So one more question. What will be the schedule of the class? Are you providing us written notes or the photocopies only? Or the classes will be of discussion sort of type?
They go. There are multiple approaches followed here. Okay. I'll give you a brief on how the class goes. You'll be knowing the topic in advance and you have to read it before coming to the class. Okay. That is a rule.
Yes, sir.
The very first topic that we start with is marriage. That is chapter 4 of Vaids' book, Social Cultural Anthropology. Excuse me, an introduction to ourselves. So we'll be starting with that. Okay. You guys are supposed to send all your doubts to Ed 15 minutes before the class so that he can shape the lecture in the manner all your doubts are addressed. Okay. We give a list of questions in the beginning of every section for which answers are to be prepared. And the entire course is planned that way, that we prepare the course in form of questions and answers. Okay. So, excuse me. So we do that. Once the discussion is there in class, about the class. So there are two types of topics in Anthro. We have conceptual topics and factual topics. Okay. So when the topic is conceptual, we'll have enough of lecture, discussion, dictation, everything. Okay. But when the topic is factual, all we need is the approach for how to write the answers for that. So we majorly have discussion on how we write the answers for those topics and discuss the content, obviously. Okay. But since the topic is factual, not much dictation is required. Now, once the class is over, we encourage students to sit in the classroom itself for 1 hour, revise whatever is taught, and no, write the answer, allotted answer. Okay, and that answer you get evaluated with counselor. Once no, you address the suggestions made by counselor, then next day you come and show the answer to answer, or if online you send. Okay, so this is the way we approach answer writing.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Hanji, Ritik.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, what is the right way to start anthropology? I mean, should we start with socio-culture anthropology or with physical? Although how do we
For
cover?
that is person subjective, and I would like to know your graduation background.
BA political science.
BA political science.
Yes.
So no, usually we recommend to start from the social cultural portion only.
But I had
in
PCB in my 12th class, so I have background
यार फिर भी
in
3
biology.
साल तो हो गए ना पढ़े हुए bio.
हाँ.
You're not that much in touch.
हाँ, but
And if you are comfortable with bio, still I would not recommend to start with physical.
okay.
The reason is that no, you should try to get comfortable with the subject first.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So that's what we do in the class as well. We start with the portion on institution, and not according to the sequence that's given in your syllabus.
Okay.
Because that sequence is quite random, I'll say. Like in 1.1 you have what is anthropology, then 1.2 you have relations with other sciences, and then in 1.3 you have subdivisions of anthropology. So without knowing the subdivisions, you cannot compare it with other sciences. So that order is a little jumble. So we have shared the syllabus in the desired order on our website, as well as it will be in the pinned comment on this video. So you can go in that order. I recommend you first start with institution. It's an interesting portion to read, and quite easy to get on.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you suggest me some?
You go into the details of how certain things are. You need to keep yourself limited. If you try to mention, say, marriage is there. You give different types of marriage. If you try to understand each and every type of marriage, that will be too bizarre for the preparation. You don't need that. Just get the name, where it is done, among which tribe it is done. Sufficient. Okay. Next, you ask me.
Sir, can you suggest me some book to start?
First year, you should start with Ember and Ember. That will help you get acquainted with the subject. When you're reading that, just read it like a novel. Don't go thoroughly making notes and everything. Just give a casual reading. But in Ember and Ember, there are boxes where the recent researches are given. Okay. So I recommend that you note down those researches. At least the researches that are 2015 and later. 2016. Okay. So you do that. That will be helpful for you later. And after that, I recommend you start with Vaids's book, Social Cultural Anthropology. And reading that is also, no, you do not start from chapter 1. You start from chapter 4.
Okay.
That's the topic I told you, institution. You start from chapter 4, you finish that till chapter 9, and then you can come back to chapter 4.
Okay.
So that will be favorable way to start. Okay,
okay, so thank
you. Pradeep?
Good morning, sir. I hope I'm okay. Sir, so I wanted to ask about WhatsApp, the 10-member WhatsApp group. So, what will be its function?
You don't use WhatsApp?
No, I use WhatsApp, but I want to ask that what will be the function of that 10-member WhatsApp group? I mean,
the 10 people, okay. देखो यार ऐसा है, it's there are 2-3 reasons for that. First is you will get to create a group that helps you a lot in your preparation. Second is you get to have a peer review, and that way you can also understand that what is the need of the question. When you're writing it, you have a different perspective, but when you are evaluating it to give comments to any other, you tend to get, this is what you get to see this. Okay. And the third thing is, obviously, it becomes easier for us. And the 10 people group I'm telling you, it's not actually 10 people. Okay. Like, no, you're very aware that how people are in UPSC preparation. So out of that 10 people, 4 or 5 will get behind. And 5 to 6 people are usually the ones active. And that is a good enough number to coordinate on.
Sir, is it necessary if a question is provided from the student to write its answer? So is it necessary to peer review the answer, or I can personally approach some counselor or you or Vaids regarding my answer?
Yeah, you should do it in a group only. If there is any other thing that you can approach the counselor personally, yes, but no, for 1, 2, 3 answers in the beginning. But as a practice, you should not make it.
What if other people in the groups are not serious?
Can you speak a little louder, yeah?
Sir, I asked, what if other people, other members in the groups are not serious?
No, that is quite a dynamic group. The group is not at all fixed. Okay, so I miss telling that maybe. I tell people usually that once you are sharing the answer in your group, give them 48 to 72 hours. If you're not getting a response, then let them be. Just inform me. I'll make a new group for you. Okay? So that is my responsibility to make sure that you have active members in the group.
Sir,
You just have,
Sir, I wanted to ask if someone has some basic knowledge about anthropology, then what are the prerequisites for him or her to before joining the course?
You should read Amber and Amber. I just told you. That will be sufficient. Okay.
Hello, sir.
So guys, Vaids sir is here, and no, his time is very valuable. So I'll ask him to step on dais, and I'll be back once he is done. Ravi, you want to say something?
Sir, I wanted to say something. This is Venkatesh. Hello, sir.
Venkatesh, there is a lot of noise from your end. I'll take all your queries. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just sitting on the side. Meanwhile, no, you can get charmed by Vaids. Okay. I'll take all your queries. Don't worry. I'll share my personal number as well.
Will the total syllabus be covered?
I didn't get you, Abhiram.
Before the mains exam, will the total syllabus be covered?
Yeah.
Option.
The syllabus, I think Vaids sir will be better to answer that question.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good
morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good
morning, sir.
Everybody.
Good morning, sir.
All of you appearing in 24.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any reason?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any reason?
Sir, it's because 2023 is too late to prepare.
No, I'm asking what kind of strategy you have followed that makes you appear in 24.
Sir,
If you have seen our videos, previous videos, I've already told multiple times that if you want to appear in 24 by 31st of January 24, you should be ready with your mains. Mains means at least 3 papers of GS that help in your prelims also, plus anthropology. Do you think you'll be ready with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
See, those of you who started your preparation, say 3-4 months ago, maybe they are in a comfortable position. But those of you who have yet made up their mind to appear in the exam, I won't say it's impossible, but it's going to be tough. If you don't waste a single minute, maybe it is feasible. That's why you need strategy for that. Hmm? How many of you have covered 1 or 2 sections of general studies? Bhaskar has done. Ravi, what portions you have covered? Unmute yourself.
Sir, I started with a GS3 as I'm interested in it, and I have completed like 80% of the syllabus.
Which
So rest,
portions of general studies you have prepared?
sir, GS3.
GS3 means economy
Yes, sir.
and
Sir, economy and till disaster management I have covered.
should I ask you anything? Are you in a position to respond? If you are, then definitely you have prepared. If you have just glanced through or gone through, given a reading, see, UPSC is not interested in what you have read. UPSC evaluates you on the basis of your performance of those 3 hours in the examination hall. And for that, you have to be prepared. So I'm asking whether you are prepared, not giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 readings.
No, sir, I have prepared notes.
No, that's different. How much is there in your bheja, in your mind? Not on the paper.
I think, sir, 30%.
Percentages don't work in preparation. Either you know the things or you don't know the things. Nitin?
Yes, sir.
You have a query?
No, sir. You asked that who had prepared before, so I raised my hand.
Acha, that way. See, people say UPSC is unpredictable public service commission. Now, if you talk about prelims, I'll say yes, a little bit. Little bit. Because you don't have to score 100%. At the best, 55 questions. So 55% should not be too big a deal, but you make plenty of blunders that we'll discuss after you have prepared your mains. But mains is certain. Mains is sheer strategy. Forget about what others say. You may use their wisdom, you may use their knowledge. Ultimately, you know your qualities, you know your limitations. So your strategy has to be your own, not following any particular person. Just because somebody top, it doesn't mean that you have to be blind to what they did. Now, if you join this batch, June 8 batch, meanwhile, if you have covered those topics which Antim sir said, marriage, family, kinship, economy, polity, religion, from Amber and from my book also, it may not be much of stress in covering in the class. You may be able to devote some time to your general studies. But if you are starting your preparation on 8th of June itself, then I doubt first 2 months, these are going to be very taxing for you. Subject is new and paper 1 is technical. Social anthropology, you may not feel technical, but use of terminology in any subject, it is important and you have to learn it. So if you start right now, social, cultural anthropology will become easy. And thereafter, there are only 5 topics that will require your 100% attention. The 5 topics you have: fossil evidence, primates, Indian archaeology or Indian prehistory, then evolution, biological evolution, if you don't have a biology background, and then genetics. Now, these 5 topics, these require your attention more than the rest, and at the same time, because these are very scoring also, and scoring by nature also, and because marking is comparative, because people in general, they do not understand how to attend them. Like those who have background in biology, zoology, or botany or medical science, they have their own approach. Anthropology is a separate discipline. So therefore, these 5 topics are going to take a lot of your time, and these they take about 1 month. And that 1 month you have to devote fully to anthropology. Provided I told you that social portion, marriage, family, kinship, economy, polity, religion, if you have read before we start the classes, when I say read, you read it, whatever terminological issues are there, note down separately. Whatever confusions are there, you note down separately. When we start the classes, we clear the doubts in the beginning itself or during the lecture. As Antim sir said that you will be sending your doubts 15 minutes before the class. So we'll be clearing. So even during social cultural anthropology, you won't have much of stress except for these 5 topics. Other things are very easy, you can say, in terms of understanding, in terms of reproducing also. So then you can devote your time to general studies. And after this, and before I told you if you have done it, and by 31st of, have you joined coaching for general studies? In case you have, then it's going to be a bit of trouble unless they provide you recording of your classes. I told you these 5 topics you have to devote full time. You will be missing on some of the things of general studies. If you are not doing any general studies classes, all lectures are available on Telegram. So if you have a day free, you can attend 2 lectures at one after the other in continuity on same day. Also, supplementary reading for these 2 topics, insert the points therein. And remember, before you go to bed, the content of 2 classes in any institute you can cover at home in 1 day. Generally, GS mains takes about 6 to 7 months. But if you are doing on your own and 2 classes at a time, you may be able to finish in 4 months. That is the way by 31st of January, you will be able to complete at least 3 papers of general studies and also anthropology. What you will do anthropology is that the way sir told you, you will be writing answers. Any answers that I say is okay, means it will fetch at least 60% marks. If you people are writing, somebody else is writing, I said, okay, you have the copy, you write in your own hand. That gives you more confidence. And half the things you remember by just writing in your own hand. And after you finish with Anthro, you are concentrating on general studies. In the evening, give 1 hour or 1.5 hours to remember one answer every day. That is all you have to do. Besides, whatever updates we send in the WhatsApp group, you have to update your answers. That is all. Say if a new site has been discovered, like day before only, there was a site in Hyderabad, starting from Neolithic and Chalcolithic. And it is an important site because cultural continuity is there. Or today, the news is that when this new parliament starts, I don't know what to say, a rod with a thing around at the Nandis at the top, that was given to Nehru first. It may be there in the culture, but it is there in the Cholas also. It can be a part of. Nothing is beyond anthropology. When you have social cultural anthropology, So cultural history is also included therein. So how to use these, that we have to learn in the classes. Now you can raise your hands if you have. Pardon? Right, anyway, the person should be able to understand. Fine. And in the medium you have chosen for you. Like for optional, you can change your medium also.
Yes, sir. Hi, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
Sir,
sir.
I have taken online classes before with you, sir, but I wanted to ask you to extract full value of your classes, whether physical classes is better or online.
See, offline means eye contact. That is the most crucial thing.
Yes, sir.
In offline, I can ask you to sit for 1 hour and revise. You will sit and revise. In online, the moment the classes are over, you run for your breakfast or tea or whatever it is.
Yes, sir.
Self-control is very crucial.
Yes, sir.
But if
Yes.
you want to repeat classes, you have to just tell Anshim sir, just send a WhatsApp message and you will be a part of it. You don't have to pay anything.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
The major thing is that communication. Okay. I can see your face right now, but I can tell whether you are understanding me or not. Okay. But when you are sitting in front in the class, I can tell you. So either you should be able to articulate your queries properly to take the advantage of the online.
Yes, sir.
Pradeep, please go on.
Namaskar, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
I wanted to ask that in anthropology, questions are repetitive, like questions get repeated in 4 to 5 years. So, what should be the approach to make the answers unique?
Firstly, tell me what you call difficult and what you call easy. From my side, anything that you know and understand is easy. And what you don't know or understand is difficult.
Yes, sir. So, I asked that repetitive questions are repeated.
Plenty of them, no way out. Like in paper 2, not even 100 questions are there. What they'll do in tribal India, there are hardly 30 questions. So what is the way out? Only the language is changed. But you have to innovate your answer every time. Plenty of literature is there available in the market. You have Sachin's notes. You are third ranker, our student. You have Akshar's book, our student. You have Amit Narayan notes also. But every time you have to update and you have to add something new, something better. See, if you talk about easy or difficult, what is your background?
Sir, I have done MSc in bioinformatics and BSc in geology.
Yeah. I didn't get you.
Sir, BSc geology.
BSc zoology.
Yes.
You had physics in 12th.
Yes, sir.
If I ask you how you can make me understand in one line, what is inertia? Anybody?
It is the
Engineer?
forward or backward.
Pardon? Only the person who is talking should unmute and the rest should remain mute. Please repeat.
Ravi, I think there is some issue with your end. So please make sure. I think maybe your headphone is some problem. Echo aa raha hai udhar se.
Okay, let me make it clear. If I know nothing, you will have to tell me about the quantities, scalar and vector. Then you will have to tell me about motion, speed, acceleration. Then you will have to tell me the laws of motion. And then I understand what is inertia. Fully understand. And that is the way to learn any technical thing. So if you are preparing systematically, not only you will understand, you will never forget the things also. Things are difficult only till the time you do not understand and you cannot comprehend. If you can, they become easy.
One more question. Can I answer? So can I ask one more?
Yes.
So I wanted to ask, what is the relevance of current affairs in anthropology? For example, am I audible?
Relevance of current affairs in anthropology. Why only anthropology?
Because it is considered that anthropology syllabus is static and
one way yes, one way no. So for example, sir was talking about marriage. If he is asking about what are the different types of marriage practiced in different societies, he is not asking what are the different types of marriages. He is asking why different types of marriages are practiced, and obviously whether those types are relevant today or not. So is it current is associated or not? You can take the language of the question as a matter of fact and score average, or you understand the spirit of the subject. Anthropology is a living subject. Even in prehistory, things keep changing. Even in fossil evidence, things keep changing. Changes may be minor, but major changes take place in terms of your society, what you are learning, study, and society and social change. And tribal India changes every fortnight. Fossil may change once in a month or once in a year. Prehistoric sites may be discovered once or twice in a year. But policies, plans, and programs, they keep changing. So tribal is the most dynamic thing any subject can have. But you don't have to worry because we keep updating you in the WhatsApp group. What new has come? I told you, you have to improvise your answer by including latest things. Fine?
Finish?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Sir, can the online students opt for the 2 to 4 batch?
See, that batch is already going on from 15th of April. Next 2 to 4 we'll have in August.
So not on June 8th, sir.
How can we have 2 batches at a time? One is already going on.
Okay.
I think you can take this query in person. Call Garlana.
Means you are taking general studies also along with. That's why you are asking about.
No, sir. Like I'm in my last year of college, engineering college. So I have to do the college also. And
You finish your college and meanwhile you strengthen your general studies. You
yes.
have to prepare everything.
I have done half of general studies also, sir.
Again, I'll ask you what you have done and you'll say, no, I'm still on the way.
No, sir, no, not like prepared, but I have gone through in notes also.
I told you reading is different. Even Akshat, while he was in 4th year, he prepared general studies thoroughly. After 4th year, immediately he appeared in prelims and he lost by 2 marks. Thereafter, he joined ANTHRO and then revised general studies.
So my question was that, like, how to make the most out of the classes, like what the prerequisites should be and what we should do throughout the classes, like to get the most out of it.
How to make best out of the class?
Yes, sir. Like how to practice what
you
things.
need conceptual clarity. You need the logic, whether that concept you can justify or you can reject. You should be able to support your arguments with the help of evidences, whether these are communities or whether these are studies. And if you can represent your answers diagrammatically, some section of that, that is all. You don't have to become anthropologist. Fine. And besides, they don't want you to write more than 350 words. So why should you learn more for any particular question? Fine.
Yes, I got it.
Any further question, guys? From Edgar?
Hello, sir. I had a question.
Go on, Venkatesh.
Wanted to ask that do questions repeat in the examination from the previous years, at least in the case of anthropology?
Somebody already asked and I think I responded. There is no way. Questions have to be repeated. Syllabus is not that big. No way out. If you look at the last 10 years, almost every question has been repeated, except for the recent trends which we asked.
Okay, sir.
Mine, please ask.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
So after attending the classes, like how many hours you need to devote for the anthropology single day?
See, if our strategy, if you are following, I want you people to finish answer writing within those 4 months. Let us say another month also, there may be some backlog, 5 months. Thereafter, you have to concentrate on your general studies, and if the answers are finalized, one answer every day you mug up. That's all. It depends on you. You may 10 marker, you may mug up in half an hour. It may take 1 hour. It may take 1.5.
So like I'm asking, will we have time to study general studies also?
I told you thereafter you have to concentrate on GS only. And other than these
No,
5
sir, I'm
topics
asking.
also, you can have some time.
So like, yes, sir, like the day we have coaching. So like if we give 3-4 hours that day to anthropology, then the other time we can give to our general studies.
See, before coming to the class, I want that you read anything at least twice. Subject is new. You have to learn the language of the subject. Plenty of doubts would be there. You put in my WhatsApp. I clarify during the lecture or before the lecture if we are not going to discuss. You go back, read again, also read your class notes and write at least one answer and read what you have to deal in the next day's class, next to next day's class. So where is the time left that particular day for general studies? Next day you will have.
Yes, sir.
But not that day. That is why I told you other than these 5 topics, you can. But during these 5 topics, 1 full month you will have to deal.
Okay, so actually I was taking a GS coaching, so that's why I asked. So that's in the evening. So that's in the evening slot.
But how will you manage the two? See, if you pursue GS also in the same way, take the class 2.5 hours or so, come back, convert into points, supplementary readings also you insert into points, and then mug up those points. That will take 5 to 6 hours at home. So if you are giving 8 to 9 hours to general studies, where is the time for anthropology? That's why I asked you that are they providing you with recorded lectures? If they are, then definitely you can pursue that part later on.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, you will mess up both the preparations.
Okay, sir.
God bless you. Samyak?
Good morning, sir. My doubt was, what are the common mistakes an aspirant does while studying anthropology and one should not do?
I think this is one of the mistakes which people commit. In one thing which I have, and I tell on day one. I'm telling you also, I have a grievance with whole of your generation that what you study today, you forget tomorrow. And my clear saying is that if you forget the things, UPSC will forget you. Then don't blame the UPSC. Actually, because the preparation requires almost one full year, maybe slightly more. Consistency and high level of motivation. Having both the things together, it is very tough. You have to keep your mind cool for almost 2 years, 1 year for preparation and 1 year for the exam. The problem with common students is you have studied something, then you start discussing with somebody, and then you get confused, he knows too much, without realizing that he has been studying for 1 year and you just made a beginning. So you get depressed and you waste 2-3 days. Or you discuss with somebody and you realize that you know much more than the person, he has already been studying, then you get excited. Out of excitement, again you waste 2-3 days. Keep your cool, keep yourself motivated, and consistency must not be broken throughout. If you are taking rest, that should be a part of your strategy, not because of compulsions or confusion. Right? I tell people that UPSC is one of the easiest exams, but these two things, consistency for these 2 years and high level of motivation, these two things are the most difficult. And those of you who have background in commerce or engineering or medicine or bio, my first warning is that firstly you improvise your language. Engineers and doctors and you people, you don't write English, you write symbols. You need the language journal English. You have to write that anybody can understand. You people write only the way golden arrows kind of things are there. Journal English, the way it is there in the newspaper. You are not writing for yourself. You are not writing, you are communicating. And for that, you'll have to practice writing journal English. I don't think you need more than that. Mitesh?
Yes, sir. One more question. So,
Hmm.
are we in a good position to take an attempt in UPSC 24?
See, I have already told you, if you are preparing right now, it may be very difficult, but it is not impossible. I told you how you got to proceed. In between, whatever time for GS you will have, by 31st of January, you should be ready with your GS paper 1, 2, 3 plus Anthro. If you can, well and good. If not, then continue with your mains preparation and make the target 25. I'll tell you the reason. If you have not prepared mains before appearing in prelims, there are many questions in prelims that you cannot attempt without concept clarity. So, least likely to qualify. And even if you qualify, after the prelims, you don't have enough time to prepare mains.
Yes, sir.
Failure in prelims, I call it lucky. Failure is mains, I call unfortunate. We had a student, Zafar was his name. He had appeared thrice with Prabhat in the old scheme. Somebody told him to take my advice. He said that in first attempt he faced interview, in the second attempt he faced mains, and in third attempt he had failed in prelims. I told him you are lucky, you are fortunate that way. Because now when you have failed, you have got 10 full months enough to strategize and prepare. Because if you are failing in mains, you have no time to think. You have to immediately start preparing for prelims again. Again, you will qualify through the prelims. Again, you don't have time for strategizing mains. So if you think you have satisfactorily covered GS 3 papers 1, 2, 3 and ANTHRO by 31st of January, then things will be very safe. If you think you have not covered even 50%, then continue with your mains preparation and shift your target. You need only one attempt to qualify, you know it. Then why not that be your first attempt? I've been telling students that be prepared for only 2 attempts. First attempt, you should be fully satisfied with, only then you appear. But because that is the beginning only, you may commit some unforced errors. So another attempt may be required. And if still you think you are not making it, forget about it. There are better things to do in life. If you have given your best and you are not making it, why to waste your youth? So if you have kept 24 as your target and you started playing just now, by the time we finish our classes, I think you would have changed your mind.
Ritik?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, my question is, according to you, the nature of question asking by UPSC is changing or they are remain same? Particularly in physical anthropology, as said by topper, anthropology is a static subject, kind of subject, I mean.
You know how papers are structured. It depends on the paper setter. And these paper
Okay.
setters are from our country only.
Yes.
But at times, let us say 4 or 5 years ago, paper 2 was designed by somebody from Guwahati University. And half the question paper was based on Northeast India.
Yes.
People started thinking that now things are going beyond, we have to prepare that way. That is not the case.
Yes.
Last to last year, in paper 1, 80 marks worth of questions were asked which were not a part of the syllabus. And everybody was literally crying and coming to me, sir, kya ho raha hai? I told them to keep cool. And that year, Shubham topped.
Yes.
You have to play your game very well. One thing I can hint you, that all your paper setters and examiners today are my juniors. The rest you can understand yourself.
Oh.
Nitish,
Thank
you raised your hand.
Newspaper, whatever we are covering in the WhatsApp, only that is there what you require. You people, which newspaper you read? Hindu?
Indian Express.
Express. 50-50 should be there, I think. But why should you read? Is there any newspaper typically meant for UPSC? You see our website, the way we cover. Today there were only 7 news, 6 news out of 10 newspapers that were relevant. Only 2 news for anthropology. The rest, in social issues also these could be used. So those who have technical background, they should read newspapers 15 to 20 minutes just to learn some new words to add to your vocabulary. Otherwise, 2 hours daily you are reading it, somebody else is reading, say, half an hour, means he is saving 1.5 hours per day. How much it becomes in 1 year? He is almost saving 1 full month in a year. Initially, what you can do, that keep reading your newspaper. At the same time, you will be getting news updated in your WhatsApp group. I'm not talking about prelims. I'm talking only about mains, GS mains. Whatever is relevant for GS mains, we cover in our daily current affairs. For prelims, you may take any of those monthlies, Baba or Vision or Insights, your choice. But that should be regular. Don't change. तो बताया नहीं.
Hello, sir.
Just a minute.
Starting from 8 June is marriage from Vaids book, chapter 4. Amber and Amber, I recommended you to read so that you can
Parallelly.
get
Amber
familiarized.
and Amber, read parallelly. Read my book, chapter 4 is marriage. And read whole of marriage, family, kinship, economy, polity, religion from my book also, from Amber and Amber also. So that when classes are there, you will have to read only once while making answers. That will save your time if you are reading right now. Yes, sir.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Mitesh is there or Ravi is there? Ravi did ask already.
So, sir, my name is
Sir, no,
Ravi.
sir, I
Just now I
didn't.
joined.
Let Mitesh ask.
सर मैंने अभी मेरा ग्रेजुएशन खत्म किया है तो मुझे ऑप्शन के लिए भी कोचिंग लेना है और जीएस के लिए भी लेना है तो मैं क्या पहला जीएस के लिए लूँ या ऑप्शन के लिए लूँ कि दोनों साथ में लूँ
जीएस कोचिंग लेना है या ले रहे हो?
नहीं सर अभी दोनों लेना है ऑप्शनल भी लेना है अभी मेरा ग्रेजुएशन खत्म हुआ है अभी हाल ही
Bhaskar, please, yeah, keep yourself mute. There is some issue at your end that is causing echo for everyone. So only when you are speaking, please unmute yourself.
See, generally, if you look at some of the toppers, they have not taken any coaching in general studies. You tell me what for we take coaching. Simple thing is to improve our chances of success. And how we can improve? By rigorous answer writing and rigorous evaluation and improvisation. What happens in GS coaching? It is just Babaji ka lecture. And all those lectures are available in Telegram. The kind of benefit which you are expecting, if you don't get, then what is the use? I advise people to prepare on your own. If there is some problem, say for example, you had history is a problem, then above us only you have Balian. Geography is a problem, Neetu Singh is there, economy is a problem, modules are there. Whole of GS, you have 3, 4, 5, 600 students where you cannot even ask a question, or they give you 5 minutes in a batch of 300 to ask questions. What can you ask? Not only is he asking the basic approach, how to handle particular questions, they don't deal with. If you have to attend lecture only, it is there on Telegram. The only thing which I would advise is that you should join a module of current affairs. Because such a long phase, you cannot maintain continuity, and institute does. And even if still you want to have general studies, do not join 2 coachings at a time. Ravi?
Sir, can anthropology be finished in 3 months?
Yes. If you are doing nothing. But one thing is there, you can finish in 2 months also. Objective is not to finish. Objective is to prepare. And preparation is judged in terms of answer writing. Covering the syllabus may finish in 1.5 months even. But answer writing along with that, it takes about 3.5 to 4 months. Fine. And if you want to rely on Akshar's book or Bhashma's book or Chronicles book for answer writing, obviously 1.5 months or 2 months would be enough.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So there is a question from offline.
Yes, sir. Actually, he says whether class notes and study material are enough. When you say study material, plenty of that is there. Even WhatsApp message is also study material. Whatever you have to do, I'll tell you what you have to. That is all. You don't need to scan through other sources. People waste a lot of time glancing through Wikipedia and Google. Hmm? But Wikipedia, I tell you very honestly, I searched Wikipedia only twice. Once I was looking for gene therapy, and I had to scan through almost 400 pages to get 4 meaningful lines. Then when I started studying Birhor in Jharkhand, so again I thought that they may be having, but whatever was given, I never saw that. So I thought maybe my knowledge is poor, but I'm very Bhotias, I have studied for 30 years. So I went to Bhotia page. That was even worse. I commented. They sent, we'll send you the key, but they never sent it. Fine. You can go through any source, but you have to be confident about the quality of the source. Google is much more reliable than Wiki. Wiki has no means of your proper evaluation. And one thing more, when you have to write, say, 300 words, I dictate to you 320 or 330. Where is the need for looking for another source? You have to cut down even that. First thing. Second thing is, what makes your answer different from others is the class only. Otherwise, 1/3 of the people at least would be writing what is written in Access book. And let me tell you, even if an answer is a model answer, an ideal answer, and a large number of people have written the same, UPSC considers it an average answer. So they give average score. And when you write your answer and then compare with Access book, you will realize that at some point, somewhere, your answer is better. Right? Otherwise, when you are writing a question and you think that you do not have enough content for that, then you have to look for another source. What you people do is that you consult 3, 4, 5 sources and then start writing answers, and then you complain that the answer is going beyond word limit and speed limit. Once you have understood everything, reason and rationality and example and diagrams, you want to become anthropologist or IAS?
Any other questions, guys? Regarding the preparation, subject, approach, anything? Nitish, go on.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Sir,
morning.
sir, actually, so let me just summarize what I have to do. What I understood from the lecture is,
No,
when the
you discuss with Antim sir after the class.
right,
If
sir, right,
everybody
sir.
starts summarizing that way, it will be tomorrow morning.
Okay, sir.
And if you start repeating in the class that this is what I have learned, and you repeat whole of the class, what will I do? Sutish?
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay.
Namaste, sir. Sir,
Namaste.
my question is, like some people got over 300 marks, like 320 and other. So should we put in an extra effort to get marks above 300? Like we spend a month more in preparing for anthropology.
I told you, your class differentiates your answers from others. You will
Yes, sir.
compare
So,
your notes from last year's students and you will find they are different.
yes, sir.
Forget about all the help books which are available. This is what I'm telling you. You keep on looking at the sources and you will become anthropologist. You have to become IAS. How will you? Any competition is basically time management. I mean, we are finishing in 4 months. If you are preparing on your own, it may take 8 months. And still you may not be satisfied because there is nobody with you to evaluate. Nobody is there to tell you whether you are going in the right direction or not. I don't care which sources you consult for your answer. I'm only concerned with when you have written an answer. Whatever you have written, you are responsible for writing that answer. I do come across answers. I put it, what is this? What is the meaning of this? Sir, it was written in Aksha's book. That's not my issue. That is your problem. Whatever you borrow from any source, you should be able to understand. If I'm not understanding, how would the examiner understand? Fine?
Yes, sir, fine.
Sir, is there a need to quote anthropologists and scholars quotations in the answer?
Yeah, you have to. Wherever there is need, you have to quote.
So what are the requirements? I mean, what are the famous quotes, and is there a book which we need to learn?
There is no book of quotables of anthropology, but books of quotables are there everywhere.
Okay.
आरुषि?
सर नमस्ते सर, मुझे पूछना था कि मैं वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल हूँ, तो क्या सर 4-5 आवर्स? सर मैं ईवाई में काम करती हूँ, ईवाई अर्नस्ट एंड यंग।
अच्छा
जी सर, तो सर मैं पूछना चाहती थी कि मैं 4 to 5 आवर्स मैं दिन के दे पाती हूँ, तो क्या सर इसमें मैनेज हो जाएगा ऑप्शनल?
बैकग्राउंड क्या है ग्रेजुएशन में?
सर मेरा बीएससी फिजिकल साइंसेस था।
4 to 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours daily means you are working for 10 hours a day.
नो 9 आवर्स, बट मेरा वर्क फ्रॉम होम होता है मोस्टली, और एक दिन जाना होता है।
तो वर्क फ्रॉम होम है तो you should have more time, or you are busy throughout?
नहीं, नो आई एम नॉट बिजी थ्रू आउट, बट मैक्सिमम सर मैं 6 आवर्स भी निकाल सकती हूँ।
हाँ, so rest of the time you devote and you can.
Okay, sir. Okay.
But actually, generally, what we advise is that when you are preparing, you should have cool mind to prepare. Revision can be done along with the job.
Okay.
But original preparation, it requires cool mind and sufficient time. It's not that people don't make it, but you may be postponing your success by a year or two.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Raju.
Hello, sir. This is Raju. So actually, I joined recently in Vajram Institute. So the classes begins on 7 o'clock, sir. It will finish on.
No, classes begin on 8. Admissions are there on 31st.
Yes, sir. But there is no afternoon batch, as I said.
I told you again. Why you people are repeating?
No, sir. Actually, just now I joined because my class is.
Afternoon batch is already going on, and new batch will start in August.
Sir, actually, my senior was suggested to take anthropology course from Vaids Academy. So that's why I choose this academy. So can you please suggest the timings?
Can you please repeat?
Actually, my senior.
Please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Actually, my seniors were suggested to take coaching in anthropology course from Vaids Academy. So that's why I thought and I registered this through this website.
It's echoing.
Raju, your voice is not coming out clear. Can you just send your query on chat?
1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Just send your query on chat. Meanwhile,
can you hear it now? Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, sir, actually, my friends, my seniors were suggested to take anthropology coaching from Vaids Academy. That's why I registered this course. But actually, the times lapping is confusing. So there is no afternoon batch. So I don't have.
You, afternoon batch we had started 15th of April. Next afternoon will be in August.
Okay. So in August there will be afternoon batch, right?
Yeah.
So, but I need to start early, sir, for anthropology course.
Meanwhile, you concentrate on your general studies. After all, you have to prepare both.
But if we prepare first, we'll complete optional course. Then it will be easy to.
Raju bhai, you tell me one thing. You want to prepare anthropology right now. Next month, somebody will say he wants to prepare anthropology right now. Somebody next month will say, means every month we should have. There are only two ways. Either you have your own strategy or you follow the strategy of the institute. There is no third way.
Okay, sir. Sir, my senior is Akshay Jain, sir. He is also took coaching from Vaids Institute only.
No,
So
that is
that's
there,
why
but there is a time only. Specific time is there. It is already announced. How can you have two batches at the same time? You tell me.
it is difficult, sir, but it is difficult to student also to
No,
maintain.
every batch, there are two. If we have two batches, 2 to 4, how can we have two batches, 2 to 4? Do you think I can be present at two places?
Okay, okay, sir.
Hmm?
Okay, sir, my query is
That
solved.
is virtually not possible.
Ravi, please.
और रवि तुम
Sir,
बहुत पूछ रहे हो, तुम यहाँ पे आ जाओ. कहाँ पे हो तुम?
sir, Jharkhand,
झारखंड में कहाँ?
sir, capital Ranchi में.
रांची. You know Ranchi very well?
Yes, sir.
There is a
No,
place called Pahar Singh Mauja. Where it is? कैसे नहीं बता? It is a helmet of Birhor tribals.
sir, I don't know Ranchi from anthropological point of view, sir.
What do you mean? Then
Sir, I
what do you?
don't.
चलो चलो कोई बात नहीं. I'll be
Sir,
again.
Sir, I have a doubt that writing test series will be more effective in writing at home or your offline center.
Writing test series is better at offline center or at home.
Depends on you. Doesn't make any difference. If you are self-disciplined, does it matter that you sit here? Even in your room, you can discipline yourself. Huh?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So if doubts are done for syllabus and approach to the exam, I'll take over the dais and get to all the technical queries.
Sir, sir,
Yes, sir.
Sir, will
Sir,
there be a shift in meeting? Will there
Timings.
be shift in timings for a same batch, sir?
One guy at a time, and you can raise your hand. Nitin, go on. Nitin Tamar.
yes, sir. Sir, when will be the next morning batch for anthropology?
After we finish this one,
It will be somewhere in September. The dates will be updated on the website by end of this week.
Sir, namaste,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Please,
Sir, in September, then portion will be covered before January, 31st January.
Yeah, that
yes,
batch will be more
right,
likely by
correct.
December.
Yes, sir. Thank you. My doubt is being clear.
Abhiram, now please go on.
Sir, during the course, will there be shifting timings, sir, such as if there is a morning class, will it be shifted to another session like that?
Always, whenever timetable is given, at the bottom it is written, schedule may change due to unforeseen circumstances. You know it? There may be a special lecture. We can't help it. It can be any day. Normal routine is this. Say, for example, we may have discussion session anytime, question answer discussion session.
Yes, sir.
We upload all this recording is played for the classes, 3 classes on Sunday. But when we have question answer session, that video is not uploaded. That recording is not played.
So if we miss the extended session, we will be missing the question answer session, which will not be
But
recorded.
why should you miss? Do you think anything is more important than career?
Actually, I was thinking of going to GS at evening sessions.
You have already joined.
or
No, sir, I didn't join. I'm planning to join.
Just now I told you what is the relevance of study GS coaching.
Yes, sir. You said 4 months should be required for anthropology, and then we should start
address
GS.
it in an elaborate manner. I'll address it once. Sorry, sir. Sally, please go on.
Yes, sir. This is just one query that how will we be evaluated? How the online students be evaluated if we write the answers?
I told you know video conferencing, no?
Yes, sir. But then we'll have to courier the answers or
No,
send
just
it through your
send the
online app
PDF.
or
Just use your phone, scan it, and send the video.
okay, okay.
Done?
I think.
Chalo, so nice of you. But remember one thing, career is a serious business and nothing can compare with it. If you are into it, be thoroughly. You know, what you may be facing many problems, but once you make it, many of the problems are already solved through your success only. So put in everything. And I told you 2 attempts should be good enough.
So 2 people are willing to ask. There is a Sadarji. Please go on, yeah. You don't have written your name. Realme X2.
Sir,
Go on, ask.
good afternoon, sir.
Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself.
Sir, I am an MBBS graduate and I was taking my optional as medical sciences, but I am unable to improve myself because of high, the syllabus is so huge. So I am thinking about switching my optional to anthropology. Is that a good strategy or should I stick to my original optional, that is medical sciences?
Where are you from?
I am from Haryana, sir. Haryana.
Which place?
Fatehabad, district
Fatehabad.
Fatehabad.
See, I mean, if you don't feel bad, till date, it is almost 40 years. I have never asked anybody to take anthro. But I can compare medical science with anthro. The time you need for medical science to revise, within that much time, you can thoroughly prepare anthro. Problem with medical science is 1 year it will have 16, 17, 18% result. On an average, it may be 4 to 5% result.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes.
क्लासेस आने से पहले क्या पढ़ना है? सैमसंग चलो, अंतिम sir will tell you about all these things. Fine. Keep your cool, keep motivated, and consistency. That is all. Otherwise, full form of IAS is I am sorry. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir.
So guys, I'll be taking all remaining of your queries. Okay. So back again on the dais.
Sir, actually, I joined the meeting 10 minutes.
That's fine, Abhiram. I'll be summing up again. Okay.
About WhatsApp.
I'll take your query just in a moment. Sir, I will appreciate the gentleman from who's written their name Samsung to change their name. So he's asking class आने से पहले क्या पढ़ना है, sources and prior book purchase. Okay. So we don't need to buy many books. Okay. What you need to study before the class, before the batch starts rather, is I'll recommend you to go through Amber and Amber. Give it a reading, a casual one. Need not make much notes. But there are boxes in that book, Amber and Amber, where recent researches are given. So if a research is 2015 or later, you should make a note of it. That will be helpful when you are writing the answer. There won't be many researches in that. Yes, there will be hundreds of them. Okay. Other than that, you should, if you are having enough time, you should read Vaids' book, Social Cultural Anthropology, An Introduction to Ourselves. Just put on Google Vaids Anthropology book, you will get it. Okay. And in that book, I strongly recommend not to read chapter 1, 2, and 3. That will literally discourage you, because the idea is to first ease into the subject. So I'll say you read from chapter 4 and thoroughly till chapter 9. And when I say thoroughly, that means there are 2 or 3 definitions in those chapters. You should be able to recall those and at least some of the example, if not all. That is the definition of thorough reading. Okay. So before the batch starts, you should do that much. Okay. So I'll just brief you a little more. First, I'll take question by Abhiram. So Abhiram, what we were talking earlier is that GS in social sciences, there is nothing that you need too much guidance to understand. What you need to do is work on your answer writing. Other than that, majorly facts are there. And whatever coaching you are going to take, it usually is like a lecture. It's a good coaching. There are a huge crowd, 700, 800, 900. I don't know what the number they go to. Okay. So getting the, even getting your doubts addressed by the faculty is not feasible, let alone get your answers evaluated. And secondly, all these lectures usually are available in Telegram. Although that is encouraging piracy, but I am a student-friendly person. Tum logo ka paisa bachana is my goal. So I tell that. Okay. So you can take those lectures, but I recommend you should join answer writing program, be it a test series or something. Other than that, if you can join a current affairs program, that is enough. You need not join any GS coaching dedicatedly. Usually you feel that the GS coaching will give us a regularity. That is not the case. If you are regular, you are regular. No coaching is going to make you. Maybe for 15 days, 20 days a month, but not much. And the major reason I recommend you should not go for coaching, GS coaching, is the coaching goes for minimum of 11 months. 12, 13, 14, it goes on. Okay. That's a huge time. Okay. Even if you choose to join now, your batch will be over maybe in April or sometime. And in the last months, they will make so many classes, 3 classes a day or something, just in a hurry to catch up with the syllabus. That is totally unproductive. Huh? So that is why we recommend. And we talk more about GS also in the class. You need any help with the strategy, we are there. Huh? So I don't think you will be needing GS coaching dedicated. Could be a case that you are not able to understand polity or maybe economy, but one particular subject. For that, separate modules are available, and I can help you with them, whom to reach out, and you can approach. Okay. So as in all, if you break down, there are 5 major subjects in GS. History is there. History will include history, art and culture, all those. Then geography is there. Geography will include environment, disaster management, everything. Then economy is there. Polity includes IR as well as internal security. And then your some parts of ethics also. And then what is left? Science and tech. So majorly 5 things are there. In amongst these 5, hardly you need coaching for 1 at worst 2. Okay. So that's the gist. Got it?
Okay. Thank
you. Okay. Garvit, for how long will the recorded lectures be available on the app? Sorry, Garvit, recorded lectures will not be available on the app. The class will be live only. And excuse me. The class will be live only, but in case you end up missing the class, maybe due to some network issue or something, we have the replay of the classes of the entire week, 3 classes on Sunday. Okay. Deepshika, sir, from when registration for this batch is starting? Okay, let me just brief about the formal announcement I started with. Then I'll take your queries. Santosh, any comments from Zoom or YouTube? Okay. So the batch is going to start from 8th of June. And the timing for the batch will be 9 to 11:30. Around 2.5 hour class will be there. Okay. And the schedule for the classes will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 days a week. Okay. Alternate days. The admissions will be on 31st of May, and we'll be starting the admissions at 8 a.m. sharp in the morning. Okay. So what we do is you register yourself. Hata the air station. What we it's disorienting. Sorry guys, there was a comment that was there. Okay. So 31st of May, 8 a.m. You will go to the website, register yourself, fill in a few of your details, name, address, mobile number, all these, and you select the batch, what you want, online or offline. Okay. And you pay a registration fee of 2,000 rupees. That process is same for people seeking online as well as offline. Now the process is a little different. The people who seek offline admission, they will be given a date and time slot at which they have to visit the institute and complete the formality. Make sure you bring 2 passport size photographs with you and a photocopy of your Aadhaar or any other government ID that has your address. Okay. And obviously the fee. And the fee can be paid by cash, check, bank transfer, UPI. Okay. Card facility is not available, but I think hardly anyone uses card these days. Everyone is going with online, so that you can do. Okay. For people joining online, once you register, you will have next 3 days to complete your admission process. Okay. So that is 72 hours. And if anyone for any case needs, like if you are traveling from outside Delhi and no, you couldn't get the flight or the train or whatever, you can reach out to me directly and no, I'll do the needful. I can give you extension of 1 or 2 days or whatever is needed. Not a huge one, but a small one I can. Huh? Now, let me just complete it.
Yes.
Now, about online students, there was always a confusion that how things will go. So the classes will be conducted on our app itself. It's by the name Vaids ICS, the IAS Lifeline, on App Store as well as Play Store. And it will be available on mobile and tablets only, not on computer, PCs, Macs, nothing. We have done this knowingly to prevent piracy. Okay. Along with that, your study material will be also available in the app, and a hard copy will be couriered to you separately also. Okay. Now, about answer writing, you guys are usually curious. I divide people into group of 10 each, and you come up with the best version of every answer among your discussion interval, and then you show it to the counselor. When you show it to counselor, he will give you the suggestion, whatever changes are to be made, and you again make the changes, and excuse me, sorry. So after the changes you have made the changes suggested by counselor, the answer has reached a certain level of maturity and now good enough to be shared with Vaids. So offline people will go and physically show him, and online people can send me a PDF, scan it with their phone, and then I'll show it to sir, and it can be discussed on video conference, Zoom meeting, or through our app, any. Okay. So this can be done for answer writing. Other than that, I would like to highlight a couple of things. First is when you success when you qualify as IAS or IPS or IFS with us, your entire fee is rewarded back. So this fee of yours is an investment. Okay. And second thing is, when you join us, we are there with you till you qualify. So the support will continue even after this 3.5, 4 months period is over for answer writing, test series. Even if you wish to repeat lectures, usually engineers have a tendency ki physical nahi samajh aaya. So they usually wish to attend again the physical portion, fossil evidence and this evolution and genetics part. So you can do that. You're free to do that. Okay. And I think I have covered pretty much everything. Now open to your doubts. Deepen?
Sir? I'm from South India, so actually I'm thinking about I'm thinking on reaching to Delhi on 6th. So when can I register offline classes?
You will register on 31st of May itself. After you are done registering, you will get an email from us with a token number and date and time slot. And you can call me according to your traveling schedule. I can give you the required extension.
Okay.
And Abhiram, please use raise hand feature. Let's maintain the decorum. Deepen, go on.
Sir, daily answer writing held in class.
Daily answer writing is, I told you, I'll repeat again. The way the class is conducted, that will answer pretty much all your queries. So you will be knowing the topic that is to be covered in the class beforehand. I already told you we'll be starting with chapter 4 from Sir's book, Marriage. You have to read it and come to the class. Any doubts that you guys have, you will have Vaids' direct number. You can send it to him 15 minutes before the class, so he can plan the lecture accordingly. Okay. In the class, but in the beginning of every section, we give a list of questions to you for which the answers are to be prepared. You attend the class, and we encourage that once the class is done, immediately you revise the class. Okay. And whatever answer is assigned to you, question is assigned to you, you write the answer for that. Once you are done, you share it with your group and take the feedback, modify it accordingly. Then you share it with the counselor. And again, the counselor, after approval from counselor, you can give it to it.
ऑफलाइन में ग्रुप में चेक होगा कि मेंटर चेक करेगा?
ग्रुप में ही रहेगा, ग्रुप में ही रहेगा. In the beginning, you can, मतलब एक दो आंसर दिखाते हैं बच्चे अक्सर, just to get comfortable, but no, it's not a general practice. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से करेंगे. और ये जो ग्रुप बनाते हैं, these are very flexible. You just देखो, I'll be honest, not everybody who enters into this UPSC preparation is serious, and we cannot tell it from the face. So the groups that I make, I take some information from you, and accordingly I classify groups. But still, that could be wrong in the judgment. And if you feel the group is not working out for you, you just simply send me a message, and I create a new group with equal interest people. So that I do. So this is a ever changing process.
Thank you.
And usually in 1 or 2 iterations, you are satisfied with it.
And sir, 38 को हमारा रजिस्ट्रेशन कुछ टेक्निकल इश्यू के कारण नहीं हो पाया तो क्या करें?
उसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लेना आप और मेरे को भेजना.
सर रजिस्ट्रेशन के
On the
बिना
timing of the screenshot, I'll take the judgment.
सर रजिस्ट्रेशन के बिना ऑफलाइन मिल जाएगा?
Sorry?
विदाउट रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफलाइन एडमिशन मिल जाएगा?
यार ऐसे मत करो यार. I have made a process and you are asking me to overrule it.
फी पेड
First, at least try to go by the process, ना. तो सीधा ही बैकडोर चाहिए. ऐसे नहीं है. This is not a way to be a civil servant, है? घूस खाओगे तुम फिर तो. Pardon my language. Just a joke. You at least follow the usual process, yeah. If you are not able to make it, then you reach out. I'll share my number in a bit. Sir, is there any video on your YouTube which I can watch to know sir's teaching style? Yes, Sutiksh. By the way, you have a very unique name. There is a video on our channel. You can search definition of marriage. Okay, that's an entire demo class of 1 hour. That will be your first class. And I encourage you all to watch it. Other than that, there are ample of videos from which you can get first teaching style. And I hope you got an idea from this session itself here. Okay. Okay, Mayank.
Sir, I want to ask one question. What will be the procedure to pay the fees for online students? You will send some link.
You will be doing it from the website itself. Okay.
Sir, you will send some link.
The email, you will get the link where you can go and pay the fee.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more question. Sir, what's the name of the app?
Vaids ICS, the IAS Lifeline. The full name is that. There is another app that we are working on that says Vaids ICS online, but still it's under no maintenance, you can say. So ignore that one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Everything clear? Vardhan Chenna, is there any limit to class 10? Yes, sir, there is a limit. The limit is 120. And no, people were asking the afternoon batch and all those things. They go, yeah, there is only finite number of people for which we can evaluate the answer. Okay. And that is why we have to keep a limit on online as well as offline. So it's 120 for online, 120 for offline. Okay. And we knowingly do that, and we knowingly keep our batches low number so that good attention can be paid to every student. This education is not a business, it's a noble profession, and we like to keep it that way. So, or kuch, any questions further?
Sir, can the fees be paid in installments?
No, yaar, it's a one-time payment. Maybe VATSR can allow it in extreme of the situations, but not on all. So I'll share my contact number with you guys. If you still have any queries, you can reach out to me. My name is Antim. I think you all can see the number. So any queries, feel free to give me a call. If it is a longer discussion, I prefer you call me after 7 in the evening, so I can give you ample of time to discuss. So it was a genuine pleasure interacting with all of you guys, and I'll hope to see you soon. Can you take admission? All the best.
Thank you, sir.
And